In this week's episode we finally managed to leave Hawkesbury Junction behind and carry on up the Coventry Canal. We pass a rather eccentric looking wharf and at Marsden Junction make the tight turn onto the Ashby Canal. We had a lucky escape at a marina as a boat pulled out, unaware that we were coming along the canal. And this is a result of meeting up with the coal boat. Well, after being here for 18 days, of which the last week we're stuck in ice, we're finally getting underway at long last. On the left is the now redundant engine house. The first engine to be installed in 1921 was in fact a second-hand Newcomen type engine which had already served 100 years at one of the local collieries. It was called Lady Godiva and was used to raise the water into the canal from a stream flowing underneath. By 1837, however, this supply proved inadequate, so a 114-foot shaft was sunk and a new, more powerful engine installed alongside Lady Godiva. In 1913, this water supply failed due to the sinking of the new Coventry colliery and the engine house fell into disuse. The new engine was scrapped in the Second World War, but Lady Godiva remained in place until 1963 when it was moved to Dartmouth, the birthplace of Thomas Newcomen, as the centrepiece of a memorial museum.
That's it.
Get her back under control. Well, good morning everybody. Welcome to Life on Board AmyJo.
We're having a few technical issues.
A few technical issues, like trying to get the camera to work this morning. So, having spent 18 days at Hawkesbury Junction, a week of which we were iced in, we're finally on the move. We've managed to get round Hawkesbury Junction, and we're now heading up the Coventry Canal.
Yeah. Been a busy day so far, hasn't it?
You tell them what we've done so far
we've
today.
filled up with water. Well, half filled up with water because then Sainsbury's delivery arrived. So I walked up, got the Sainsbury's delivery. Steve then came through the lock and reversed up, and we've got the shopping on board. And it's all now away, so we can eat for a week. And we're off. It feels really good.
Yeah, another stop for just to finish filling up the water. And the water pressure on both of the taps at Hawkesbury is awful. It took forever to fill up. So now we're on our way. We're heading up towards the Ashby, and hopefully eventually in the next few days the reunion with Ian and Carol on narrowboat tails. We've not seen them for months, and because they've been at Carol's in South Wales, they're now back on Morning Star, and we're going to go and meet up with them on the Ashby. So it's a chilly day today, hence why we're all wrapped up in scarves and what have you. So we're just going to keep going as far as we can, possibly to Hinckley if we can make it today.
It's about 3.5 hours, I looked on the...
Yeah, so we're going to try and get there. We desperately need a pump out. We are literally full to the gunnels. And we need diesel as well, so hopefully there's a Trinity Marina at Hinckley, and that's where we're aiming for today. So enjoy the cruise, folks. After turning at the junction and a brief stop for water, we can carry on cruising up the Coventry Canal, passing Charity Dock, and continue on until we get to Marsden Junction. At the junction we then turn right onto the Ashby Canal. We continue on until we get to Trinity Marina, where we stop for a pump out and fuel. After an overnight stop there, we carried on up the Ashby until we got to Bridge 31 and stopped for the night. Not long after Hawkesbury, we thought we were free of ice, but unfortunately this sheltered stretch had broken ice on it. A boat had just come through and broke the ice up, fortunately, so we were able to navigate through it, but the noise, as you can hear, was horrendous. This is Charity Wharf. It's almost like a scrapyard for narrowboats, but it's an eclectic mix of mannequins and dolls, old narrowboats, cruisers. It looks rather unkempt and untidy compared to how it was 9 years ago when we came past, but nonetheless it's still quite an interesting place to look at. didn't video it at the time, but we've just made the turn at Marsden Junction, which, to say it was tight was an understatement, but there you go, we got it round. We had a couple of little knocks, and we're now on the Ashby Canal, heading towards Hinckley. So already it looks lovely, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing the rest. Everyone we've spoken to say how nice the Ashby Canal is, so we've been really looking forward to doing this. The Pearson South Midlands Canal Companion tells us that the primary means of the Ashby de la Zouch Canal, as its full title, was for conveying coal mined in the northwest Leicestershire and South Derbyshire to the wider markets of the South Midlands and London. I've got to say we're both impressed with the Ashby so far. The towpaths look well maintained. Vegetation has been managed quite nicely, and so have the hedges. It's really quite nice here. Really enjoying this canal. On our arrival at Hinckley, we pulled into Trinity Marina for diesel and a pump out. We turned into the marina, and the pump out and fuel facility is on the right as you go in. So I had to reverse AmyJo back onto the pontoon in order to use the services.
Smudge, come here. Smudge, come on.
Having used the facilities, we then left the marina and found a mooring just on the outskirts of the marina, where we stayed a few nights. Well, that was a close call. We're just getting underway, and the wind dragged AmyJo across the cut while the bow line was still tied. And just as I got to the back of the boat and untied her, a boat was coming the other way and we were right across the cut. So we got a lucky escape there. As we were about to pass through Bridge 19, we spied in the distance the coal boat coming towards us. Needing coal to keep the boat warm, I decided to reverse AmyJo back through the bridge onto some Armco just prior to the bridge. Unfortunately, we picked something up on the prop. Despite the rattling going on the prop, I managed to reverse AmyJo back through the bridge and just got her tied up onto the Armco in time to stop the coal boat before he got too close. We then asked him for some coal, which he duly unloaded, and we got underway again. Coal, please. just going through bridge 19, stopped for the coal boat, picked up this on the prop. It's the first time we've had anything substantial, so if anybody knows anything about Adam Dean belts,
or it could be a
brand, I don't know, but that was round a prop and that picked up all the other crap with it. But there you go. Even though it's winter and we're not actually seeing the canal at its best, the views are stunning here. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course the sun being out today helps as well. It's making it feel a lot warmer. As we approached this marina, I could see a boat coming out, and it was obvious that the helmsman of the boat hadn't seen us, so it was necessary for me to give him a quick blast just to let him know that we were passing. Well-known boat. There's land. Morning. Here's a familiar face coming towards us. It's the country house gent, would you believe? Oh yeah. Me filming Trev, filming us. How you was? Managed to find ourselves a cracking little harbour, and it's a bit open. It's just after Stoke Golding, and absolutely clear. No trees, nothing.